has ever told you that marriage was easy, they are lying to you. Okay? They're lying to you. Basically saying marriage is easy is equivalent of saying as natural childbirth, birth without medicine, is fun. And you're gonna be giggling and laughing the entire time. Said no mother who's ever given birth naturally ever. There's two people. They both get up Monday morning. They're looking in the mirror, and one is like, ugh, it's Monday. I so wish it was Friday. I gotta go to work and deal with these crazy people. Ugh. And the other scenario is this. It's Monday, that means you got a brand new start. You can do it even better than you did last week. You're gonna land this account this week and do it. You can do it. You can do it. Let's do this. One is more passionate about their job, and the other one, to them, is just work. Hard work that they don't really want to be at, so they don't love it. And that's what marriage is. Marriage is work. It is not easy, but if you don't do anything in it, you don't get anything out of it. It's loving the person that you with and willing to compromise and work with the person because you love them. Knowing that you have differences and figuring out how those differences can make each person better. But it's finding that partner that you guys can come together and try to be like-minded, try to walk as one, and accomplish great things and create great things, like children or ideas.
Come on. This is story time, yeah?
Not yet.
Looks like we're checking out. Story time.
He was born on an island far away, where imaginary friends were created. Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by. So rather than waiting, where's the what? The what?
He said, why is he playing guitar?
Why is he playing guitar? Because he likes music. That's why I would play. I mean, he did the unimaginable.
What's it called, an alligator?
It's not an alligator.
Alligator? It's a dragon. It's like a dragon with many scary things.
Look at you under the water.
Yeah, it's under the water. Very good.
What are you doing?
But thinking about his friend, come on up, because you're gonna help me.
Where's that?
Where's that?
That's a building. It's right there.
It's a building. I think that's the sun or the moon.
That's the
Actually.
moon.
We're gonna continue reading. I'm sorry, guys. We're trying to get to the bottom of this. Okay.
All right, buddy, sit down. Sit down.
Until he came.
Really?
What's it in the dark?
I love that he wants to know those.
Yes.
Instead of fish,
It is a fish, yeah.
it's a whale. What's
The tree? They're sitting on a tree.
What?
He thought about how far he'd come.
What's in the stars?
Marriage, what's the point?
Why is marriage important? That's a good question.
A question that I've heard a lot of people ask. I think in today's age, marriage is more important than ever, especially for young couples. I think there needs to be, integrity needs to be reintroduced, especially as it relates to marriage. And people need to know, people need to see real marriage, what marriage is about, especially, I would say, definitely in the African-American community, being an African-American male, an African-American husband. Matter of fact, while I'm on that topic, I want to address something. I saw just the other day, this guy, I'm assuming this was a guy, commented on one of my wife's videos. And in the comment was really negative as it pertains to African American women, and I didn't really carefully comment. I did respond And to whoever watching this video, if you come at my wife negatively, I will respond to you, probably, especially if you are a male. But I think that's the important thing in a marriage. You need to know that the other person has your back, and vice versa. I believe my wife would do the same if someone came at me. Not that I need her to, and not that she needs me to, but it's important that you know that that person that you're married to has your back and that kind of thing. It's sad, you know. It's a sad thing, man, for people to just jump into this thing and not take it serious. I mean, these vows, this thing means something. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna jump into this thing, you gotta know that it actually means something, and what you're doing is not only affecting you. If you guys have kids, you're affecting your kids, and if you make a selfish decision, I don't want to, you know, go through it with this person or that person. Now you got kids in the mix. Now your kids got to deal with the absence of a mother or the absence of a father, and you didn't even think it through just because you two want to make a selfish decision, which was selfish. Let's be honest, it was selfish from the jump. And I don't want to get on a rant about that because I really could rant about that, especially when it comes to men and not being there for their families. Man, that's something, like, it's a pet peeve of mine. Like, if you're gonna be a man, stand up, be there for your family. Like, your family should always know that they can count on you. You know, this is just my personal opinion. Some of the things that I've been able to do, some of the things I've been able to accomplish, even things I'm doing right now, I wouldn't be able to do without my wife kind of helping me and being a support system for me and trusting me to do those things without question, and just going with whatever crazy idea. I've told several friends of mine, how do you know that that's the one? I'll tell you what, if you can tell this person your craziest idea, your wildest idea that seems outlandish, and they don't laugh in your face, and they actually say, you know what, I believe in you, that's a good sign that that's a keeper. It ain't the only sign, but that's a good sign that that person is a keeper. Because if you can trust that person with your most craziest vision that you have, that means moving forward, you're gonna be able to trust them. You should be able to trust them, rather.
A man wants to be with a woman that he can trust, someone who he can share his ideas with. And she's not gonna laugh at the idea, even if it's something super insane. Being able to go, wow, that's an incredible dream. And I know and I believe you can do it. That's respect of a man, rather than laughing and telling him there's no way he can do it, or how are you gonna do that? Don't just say we've been together for so long. Know him, get to know his family. Because the thing is, we all put on this facade of who we are. We polish ourselves so that you don't see any dirt. They are their best when they first meet somebody new.
Most marriages today, people are marrying someone and finding out they're married to an actor once they get into it, because after this person gets tired or starts to learn the real you, they get tired of acting, so they no longer want to be married. Nobody has a perfect marriage, but it can be what you want it to be if you're willing to put the work in, and if you're willing to not be selfish and learn from your mistakes. To me, that's the biggest thing. I'm no marriage expert, but I am willing to learn and willing to work to make mine work. So those are my opinions about that. And I think your kids need that. And as well, look who's popped up. I think as well as, I think your kids really need that. And as well as your kids hearing you fight, because they're gonna hear it every now and again, but I think it's important that your kids actually see you make up, so your kids know how to fight and make up. So it's like, it's times that we'll try to make a point if there's been an argument, if there's been a disagreement. We hadn't did it every time. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, but most of the time we try to come back and let the kids see us, you know, make amends, so they know how to come back from, you know, a fight or that kind of thing, because they have to know. Like, we train them to do everything else. We always train people how to win, but we don't never teach them how to lose. So you have to figure that out and go through the defeat and go through the pain of learning how to lose by yourself. And if you had somebody that could just tell you, hey, this is what happens when you lose, and this is how you get up and walk away from it, and this is how you deal with it once it happens, it makes life a whole lot easier. You agree?
You know, as I edit these videos,
I'm realizing that me and Jay basically said the exact same thing on most of our talks. And we didn't know that what the other person was actually saying at all. And it's just so funny to see that we're actually saying the exact same thing. It's cool.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you gotta look at the camera.
Alright, look.
Marriage could be the most wonderful thing you ever experience.
What?
You just laid and just
So
You must not be planning on doing nothing today. That ain't my testimony.
I'm gonna have to find a spa.
Go to a family reunion with them or something, because wow, you get to see some stuff then.
Take 3.
Thank you. He gave you guys the sugar too.